So the TB-1 is a gadget I've been working on for a while, just trying to get it designed to be what I wanted, and just experimenting with different materials and things. Um, it's a very simple device called a touch box, and touch boxes are part of a larger category of devices that I've been working on called bio-integration interface devices. These are various gadgets that allow you to use certain aspects of your physical and mental self to affect and control different parameters of different electrical systems, um, electronic systems, I should say. And that's, before I go on, do not use this for anything that I don't tell you is okay to use it, because you might electrocute yourself by doing something stupid, or something just that you're ignorant of the fact that you shouldn't do. Um, it's really, mainly designed to be hooked up into a modular synthesizer system, or to use on certain Mountain King devices that will be coming out. Um, so yeah, it's something that's inspired by my interest in biofeedback therapy and radionic therapy, and it's something that I kept finding myself wishing I had something like this when I've been doing my own experiments with these things. So initially it was designed just something for me, but then as time went on, I realized, like, well, there's different other designs, like tabletop synths and stuff, that I've been designing, that there'll be a jack on it, that there's a stereo jack on here that's really, it's just a combined version of these two, but the reason for it being there is because there'll be jacks on certain upcoming Mountain King devices, like the Outer Space Connection Machine, and probably the Spectrum Ripper. There'll be jacks that you can plug one of these in, or multiple of these into, for different, to influence and interact with certain sections of the device, certain aspects of it, certain parameters. Anyway, today I'm just going to give you a quick, just show you a couple simple things you can do with it, how you can use it within a modular synthesizer system. First, I am using this percussion module that I designed. We're going to be going in, this jack is going to the trigger input of the drum module, and this other is plugged into another module I designed, that's sort of a voltage conditioner type module, where you can use it as an attenuator, or to offset a control voltage, or you can use it on its own as a manually adjustable voltage source, which is what I'm using it for today. So there's just a steady voltage going into the one side, and then the input of the drum module on this side. And the input of this drum module is sensitive to the dynamics of a trigger or clock or whatever you put into it. Meaning, like, the stronger the voltage, the higher the amplitude of the signal going into the trigger, clock, whatever signal, however you want to say, the harder the drum gets hit, essentially. And I'm telling you that because this will, what I'm going to show you next, demonstrates not only the sensitivity of this, but also how it can be used with other sensitive devices like this percussion module. So I'm going to essentially be using this like drum pads, and the more of my skin that comes in contact with these pads, the stronger the signal is going through. So these two pads are connected to here and to here. This is a ground pad coming from these cables, and that's there because when you're using these pads, you can touch the ground pad, and it'll essentially attenuate the signal. So it just gives you greater playability. All right. Yeah. So after I'm gonna first show you kind of using it as a drum pad, and then I'm going to take that module that's putting a voltage in here and have it become there'll be a clock going through it. So when I touch these, you'll hear a repeating signal, and then the strength of the intensity of that will be affected by how I anyway. And then after that, I'm going to show same exact thing except using a VCO as the signal source. Gonna wet my fingers a bit. Faster. The clock speeding up is not intentional, it's just this module sucks, so I didn't design it though, so. Alright, let's switch to the VCO. So there you have a couple applications for the TB-1. I, I like using it in this way as sort of like something to do kind of like a solo, in the middle of a, kicking patch and just like throwing just like wild, soloing effects into it. And there's other ways of using it, but just wanted to give you guys a quick demo of it, and not sure. Haven't decided on a price or a release date for it yet. Just got to think over some things, and but soon. So, all right, y'all. Thanks.